COVID-19.
Malaysia is reimposing a full lockdown on Kuala Lumpur and 5 states to curb a third wave of COVID-19. The 2-week lockdown begins on Wednesday. Interstate travel will also be banned nationwide.
Stay at home.
Hi guys!
Hello!
Hi! What happened to our country? What is COVID-19?
What the impact of COVID-19 to our country?
Yes, I don't understand that. Can someone explain?
Look guys, based on my research on the internet, coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 is illness caused by a novel coronavirus called Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2 SARS-CoV-2, formerly called 2019 nCoV, which was first identified amid an outbreak of respiratory illness cases in Wuhan City, Hubei Province, China. It was initially reported to the World Health Organization (WHO) on December 31, 2019. On January 30, 2020, the WHO declared the COVID-19 outbreak a global health emergency. On March 11, 2020, the WHO declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. It's the first such designation since declaring H1N1 influenza a pandemic in 2009. COVID-19 not only affects the economic sectors in Malaysia but the whole world as well, and one of them is tourism sector. Tourism is a social, cultural and economic phenomenon which entails the movement of people to countries or places outside their usual environment for personal or business or professional purposes. If all of you want to know a little bit about the impact of COVID-19 under the tourism, let me my friends explain it. So let's go!
Impact COVID-19 on airline industry. As we know, KLIA is the largest and busiest airport in Malaysia. Before COVID-19, it is the world's 23rd busiest airport by total passengers traffic. In Malaysia, we have 3 major airlines, which is AirAsia, Malaysia Airlines, and Malindo Air. Because impact of COVID-19, the airline industry was highlighted that the current travel bans around the world and has a drastic loss of revenue and profit, which has resulted in a high risk of bankruptcy. To cover their loss, they have initiated salary cut to the workers and unpaid leave. Not only that, the airline asked to the government of Malaysia to step in to provide support to airline industry. Can I know what impact of COVID-19 on the hotel business?
So, since the movement control order began, our tourism industry has been severely affected, including hospitality, and brings some negative impact to our hotel business. During the pandemic, the industry lost manpower, some hotels closed room, and some closed department. About 90 hotels have temporarily or permanently closed operations since the implementation of MCO in March last year. This directly affected more than 7,000 employees, and the industry was widely with over 12,000 laid off, while others were either paid or asked for unpaid holidays. So, is there any stimulus that government give to our tourism sector?
Yes, there is a lot of stimulus provided by the government to reduce the burden and support the recovery of this sector. The government will extend the tourism tax and service tax exemption on accommodation provided by hotel operator till 31st December 2021. The government agreed to grant special aid for one-off of 3,000 ringgit to over 5,000 travel agencies registered with the Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture. Not to forget the special one-off assistance of 500 ringgit to 17,000 registered tour guides, 4,000 registered tour buses, taxi drivers, rental cars, school buses, and e-hailing, involving an allocation of 68 million ringgit.
It is acknowledged that tourism sector in Malaysia plays an important role in boosting economic growth. Similarly, if we look at other sectors such as airlines and hotels, the impact on Malaysians' economy also can be seen. Their high unemployment rate that caused the negative trend in the labour demand. In conclusion, the COVID-19 pandemic has seriously impacted the Malaysian economy, especially for the services sector, including unemployment rate, tourism sector and the public sector. This is no one-size-fits-all solution, as every case has to be considered on its facts. Thus, every individual has its own responsibility to help Malaysia winning this war. We can do this. Stay home and stay safe.
Ramai rakyat Malaysia yang terkesan dengan PKP fasa 1 dan kedua. Dan apa yang penting, kita sedang berjuang memerangi COVID-19 ni. Dan kita masih belum menang, tetapi apa yang penting ialah tindakan kita selama ini.